Hi, my name is Jay Butts, and today I will be interviewing Dr. Ingrid Wicker McCree, the Athletic Director for North Carolina Central University Athletics.
Okay. My name is Ingrid Wicker McCree. I am the Athletics Director at North Carolina Central University. I have been the Athletic Director for 12 years, and I've been at North Carolina Central University for 26 years in the various capacities from head women's volleyball coach, head women's softball coach, an instructor in the now Department of Kinesiology and Recreation Administration. And so that is my current title is Athletic Director.
Describe your major activities during a typical work week.
So my work week consists of meetings. If it depends on that week, I may have a meeting with Chancellor. I may have a meeting with the leadership team of the university, which is the Chancellor, Vice Chancellors, Chief Human Resource Officer, Chief Information Officer, and Legal Counsel. I meet with donors. I meet with student athletes. We have staff meetings, senior staff meetings. So my typical week consists of a lot of meeting and a lot of planning, as well as attending home contests and sometimes away contests of our student athletes.
What skills, abilities, and personal qualities do you find most important in your work?
So definitely listening skills are very important to being in any kind of leadership role. So listening, having really good verbal and communication skills, being able to understand the power of empathy and putting yourself in other people's shoes before you make decisions. I think that you need to be somewhat of an outgoing person because you're going to be involved in meeting constituents and stakeholders from every aspect of athletics. But I would say some of those skills, making sure that you understand the ability of how to follow the vision and the mission of whatever organization, or in this case, the university, and being able to identify and hire the right type of people around you. And that is a skill, hiring the right coaches. So I think those are probably the most important skills and abilities.
How did you enter this field?
So I entered the field through coaching. I was a head volleyball coach at North Carolina A&T, and that's what kind of started my career. Before that, I was a graduate assistant at North Carolina State University for their women's volleyball program. So that was pretty much my first entry-level job into the field of athletics.
What preparation did you have? Classes, activities, or experience?
So my master's is in recreation administration. So of course some of those classes helped prepare me for this role. I took classes in hospitality and tourism management, athletic administration. So definitely the formal aspect of my profession has entailed, formal training, but I also have done a lot of informal training in terms of management and leadership training. I've gone through several layers and levels of leadership training with the National Association, well, it used to be National Association of College Women Athletic Administrators. It's college women leaders in college athletics now, or sports. And then I've done a lot of volunteering along my pathway to this position. I volunteered in academics. And then I've worked for 6 different athletic directors, and so each one allowed me to gain more opportunity and experiences in various areas of athletics, such as game day operations, had oversight of business operations, marketing, academics, compliance, and so all of those experiences working in each area pretty much of the department has prepared me for this role.
Are there any specific courses you would recommend?
I would say any courses in leisure studies, also in organizational and leadership management. I would say business courses. A lot of my colleagues have their MBA or their master's in marketing. So anything that would entail on the leisure side and recreation, as well as on the business side.
What types of experience, paid or unpaid, would you recommend as preparation for this type of work?
I definitely would say you have to be willing to do both paid and unpaid internships and volunteer roles. anywhere within the college athletics setting, whether it's a junior college, 2-year college, or 4-year college, Division 1, 2, or 3. So I generally tell people wherever they are, go to that local athletics program and try to see if they have part-time work, they have unpaid work, volunteering, because all of those things will help you get your foot in the door.
How rapidly is this career field growing?
Very. I think the field and just leisure in itself is growing, and you have so many opportunities and experiences that are out there. So, for example, on the facility side, facility management is a huge area that's of growth. You have, academic programs at certain schools in field turf management. So there is so much opportunity in this field, regardless of your background. And again, I tell middle school students, if you like writing, there's opportunities in strategic communications and journalism and sports information. And so I think because the field is growing so rapidly, that there are just so many opportunities, whether you have been a major in athletic administration or not. Data and statistics, now that's a hot topic and area of growth. Esports is an area of growth, and so the sports industry is continuing to grow and will continue to grow, and there's a space in there for pretty much anyone in any kind of major.
How would you describe future prospects in the field?
When I think about future prospects, I'm gonna share this in the context of employees. And I think that because of the generations are very different, that you'll find more workspaces that are on the lines of like a Google workspace where people can go in and out. It's not a lot of 9 to 5 where you're just sitting at your desk. And so I think that for the future generations that are considering employment and careers in athletics, it will be very conducive to their lifestyle, very conducive to working remotely versus being, at a desk. Also would see the future prospects of the field in terms of athletic directors. There was a trend or is a trend for looking at athletic directors that have a business background. But I think because of the intricacies of athletics and intercollegiate athletics, that there will be a trend moving towards the more traditional route of athletic administrators that have been involved in the trenches all the way up to leadership positions in the field.
What are the trends in this career field?
So most of the trends right now are falling in line with the student athlete, mental health and wellness, student athlete time, limits in terms of the student athlete's voice is greater. And so you have more of the topics and issues that are affecting the field coming directly from the student athlete voice. So for example, transfers, the transfer portal, the name, image, and likeness, the emphasis on mental health and more sports performance offerings for the students at the universities. You also have, I think the trend is greater governmental involvement because of the whole pay for play and name, image, and likeness. And so I definitely think that there's going to be some governmental type federal engagement in college athletics, whether the NCAA wants that or not. So on that side, but then on the student athlete side and experience side, there are more trends on what the student athlete's voice and what they're saying that they want out of their athletic experience.
What are the implications of these trends for someone trying to enter the field?
So the implications are making sure that if the individual is not in tune with today's student athlete and today's parents, it may be a little bit challenging for them to understand what the students are asking for in order to better program for them. There's also trends on looking at the financial implications for athletic programs, and so if there's a trend that's going in the direction of cutting costs, so those people trying to enter the field may see fewer job opportunities because of the rising costs of athletic programs.
Do you recommend any professional associations for this field?
Yes. membership in the National Association of College Directors of Athletics, which is NACTA. And within NACTA, you have every professional organization. So you have the group of compliance people and in facilities. You have the marketing. You have the development folks, sports information people. So within NACTA is each of the areas of athletics and their unit or specialty. Also, college women leaders in college sports is another organization. But also too with the National Parks and Rec Association is very important. So not just looking at the ones that are tied directly to college athletics, but what are the other professional associations in the field of business, in the field of leisure studies, in the field of education even, that I would recommend people being a part of.
What suggestions do you have for someone wanting to enter the field?
Be open to all opportunities. Be open to the experiences that people come and say, hey, I may need someone working the game today and ushering people. And never shortchange the importance of any job. Every single person that works in this department is very important, from custodial care all the way up. And so just always be open to opportunities and experiences that are presented to you, and also be as resourceful as you can. So if you don't know something, there's so many avenues of learning about things at our hands now in terms of the internet and all of that. So be as resourceful as you can and be as open to as many experiences as you can be.
Thank you, Dr. Ingrid, for allowing me to interview you today. It was a great pleasure, and I look forward to working with you in the future.